What is up, guys? Welcome to the Backpack Players painting tutorials video. I haven't done any videos in a while. My computer is broken, as you may know, so I'm doing this on an iPad. Yeah, this is gonna be a painting tutorial. As you see, there is my Goblin army from Warhammer. This is one of my hobbies, as you may know. So yeah, as you can see there, they're pretty fine. I have painted 5 base, as you can see there. They're the cool base, and the other 15 we will paint. So this is gonna be a video on how to basically base paint the figures. I hope you can hear me pretty good, and I'm gonna show you. Here's the figure that we're gonna paint. Look at the fine details there, yeah, pretty cool. The shield, spear, the cloak, and first what you're doing is that you're adding some sand, and you're using citadel glue. So yeah, what we're gonna use are 2 pencils, one for the details, and one for the other areas. Now, beware that I am actually painting this from behind an iPad, so it's a little hard because, yeah. So, yeah, what we're gonna start with doing, we're gonna use 3 colors. First, we're gonna use sandy dust for the base, and when we're done with that, we are actually going to shade color this with Agrax Earth shade, just to give it a little more deep. And then to the end, we're going to use Record Flesh to just paint the very top of the stones. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So first, start with your big pencil, and we're gonna use the sandy dust first to give it a very sand-like surface. So yeah, it's gonna be a little hard. I hope you can see this. So it's gonna take a while, but I hope you can. I hope that you can survive. So just don't use too much. Don't use too much. Just use a little bit, not too much. It's very important that you're not using too much. And it's not. You don't need to. If you miss a spot, it doesn't matter, because when we're using the shade color later, that's gonna take care of it, because it will go down in all the deep areas. So there we go. I'm gonna paint the sides. I kind of thought first if I was supposed to just take some pictures and then I'm gonna put it together yeah. But I'm thinking that this is much more fun to actually see me painting. That's like a very good thing, I think. The sides, the sides here, I'm actually gonna paint later, not quite yet. And as always, I'm kinda unprepared. Now I'm done with big pencil, so I'm gonna put it away a little bit, and I'm gonna continue with the fine detail brush. There we go. Take some more paint and paint in this area, just to paint the last part. And it will take a while before it's dry, so I'm actually just gonna pause the video. Oh, I hope you can see me pretty good now. This is actually my second video. I did one for a couple of months ago, but my camera wasn't that good, so you couldn't see the the details that I did. So, but in this I hope you can. Just a little more paint. Get some more in this area. And if you get too much, as I did here, as you can see, just try to get it down here so it won't look so bad. And what you can do if you get too much here in an area, you can just put some grass on it later, so it's not the greatest thing. There we go. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, now we're just gonna let it dry. There we go. And yeah, we just wait. And what you can do is to paint the sides. And this side we're gonna paint twice, just to get it better. Because what will happen if you don't paint it twice is that this dark black area you will be able to see it through the paint, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Nope. There we go. There we go. And the last area here. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised over the quality of this camera. But I think it looks awesome here. I hope it will look just as good in the YouTube. For the next step, we are going to use Agrax Earth shade to shade color the base, and that's going to give it a lot more detail and deep to it. So let's continue. Let's start. Don't take too much, because you will kind of see the result very soon. Let's see here. Actually, I'm actually gonna use the other brush instead. It will give it a lot more detail. Remember to not overdo it. If you do, it can look pretty bad, and we don't want that, right? So get here. There we go. Can get some here also. Just make sure that you get it everywhere. As you can see, you can see the dark black color there. It shades it, and that's exactly how we want it. There we go. A little more there though. Get some more on the... And we are basically done. We are basically done, and this is how you do it. Can give it a little more over here. There we go. Right, so we are done with this step. Now we're gonna let it dry and continue with the next one. For the next step in this tutorial, we're gonna do this step. We're going to paint the very top of these stones. And what you want to do then is to use very little paint and what the fuck is that? Okay, use very little paint and just hit the very top of the stones. This can be hard, can be really hard. So you barely wanna touch the ground. So that's like the most important part. Barely touch the ground. It's a little hard step though, but it will look so great when it's basically done. Oh god, there we go. Just touch the very top of the stones. There we go. And now just let that dry, and we can continue with the final step when it's done. And now once again paint this area. Paint the sides one more time, just to make sure that the black doesn't go through. And remember to not use too much paint though. If you do, it will look kind of weird. There we go. Take a little more paint. Paint. There we go. And this is basically how it looks like when it's done. As you can see there, I've added some grass. It looks pretty cool. There we go, and the shield, the cloak, everything is perfect. I will do a painting tutorial on how to paint these goblins, but unfortunately I've painted them all, but I will buy some new later, so you will be able to get a tutorial. Either way, this is the base, and I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share the video, of course. And have a nice day, people.